Assalamu alaikum dear viewers, myself Mohammad Yusuf from class Interpre Engineering. Today we are going to learn nomenclature of bond line structures on organic chemistry chapter number 6. Now you have to learn first that what are the bond line structures. So you can see that there are 3 points. I have drawn 2 lines and it contains 3 points. Each point is regarded as one carbon. Okay, see 1 2 3. Now it's a one line, but it is representing 2 points, so we have to name it as ethane because it contains 2 carbons. And you can't always put the carbon chain straight, it is always in zigzag manner. Okay, now it has 1 2 3 4 5 carbons. Likewise 1 2 3 propane, 1 2 3 4 5, it contains 5 carbons, that means pentane. For example, it's containing 5 carbons and a double bond on carbon number 2, so its name is going to be 2 pent 2ene. And again 1 2 3 4, you don't have to look to the lines, you have to see how many carbons are there, how many points are there, so to name it as a carbon. 1 2 3 4 means butane. Hope you understand well about the bond line. Now come back to our questions, let's solve them. Now for a proper understanding, you must write carbon on each point. And rule number 1 says select the longest carbon chain. Now you have to see that which chain contains more number of carbons. Let's count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6. As you can see that these both chains have the same number of carbons, 7. So it's on you from which side you are selecting your longest carbon chain. So I am selecting this as the carbon chain, longest carbon chain. And rule number 2 says number them. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. As you can see that on number 3 there are 2 substituents attached, and on number 5 there is 1 substituent attached. And see, it's a line, but it is outside of the longest carbon chain. That means it's representing a single carbon from down and single carbon from upper side. That means one carbon is regarded as methane, and as this is attached as a substituent, we are going to name it as methyl. 2 methyl attached on number 3, and you can see that it's a one line, and one line has 2 carbons, that means ethane. Just because it's a substituent, its name is going to be ethyl. So we are going to name this compound 3,3-dimethyl, as the number of methane is 2, and 5-ethyl, and the total number of carbons, you have to count the total number of carbons, 7, and we know that 7 is heptane, and it is going to become the parent chain, and the parent name is heptane. It is always going to be in the last. So check if there is any mistake here, and yes, we have done a mistake. We have to name the substituents, we have to put the substituents in the original name with alphabetical order. So E always comes before M, so we are going to rearrange it. 5-ethyl, 3,3-dimethyl, heptane. This is the correct one. You don't have to focus on di because it's telling the number of substituents attached on a single carbon. You have to focus on the alphabets, beginning alphabet of substituent. Okay, so this one is correct. Let's move on to our next question. Now it is involving a triple bond, two triple bonds. So let's begin quickly. First, put carbon on each point. You can't say it as a point, just you have to understand that there is a point and each point represents a carbon. Its name is not specifically a point. So select the longest carbon chain. You can just select the chain by seeing this compound because there is no any other longest chain other than this. So you can see now you have to number the second rule. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. As you can see from each side, the substituent is attached on fifth carbon. So it's same whether you are starting numbering from this 1 2 3 4 or from here 1 2 3 4. Now you can see that it's one line and one line represents two carbon and two carbons. As they are substituents, they will be named as ethyl. So 5 ethyl. Now the name of parent name of compound is going to be 9 nonane because it contains 9 carbon. So non. Now you can see that on number first carbon and eighth carbon have triple bonds. So you have to name it as 1 and 8 diane, as triple bond is always regarded as in alkyne. Okay, so that was our question number 2. 5 ethyl non 1 8 diane. Coming to our third question, put the carbon 1. Select the longest carbon chain. Now first you have to check whether triple bond or double bond is really included in the longest carbon chain. If it is included, well and good. If not, then it's not necessary to select. Now it is not in. Now you can see triple bond is not involved in the longest carbon chain. You can see 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. And look at this, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So we have to select the longest carbon chain, this one. Okay, this was our longest carbon chain. Now where to start numbering from? So we have to always prioritize the bond that is coming nearer. So as you can see that from this side there is a double bond attached, so we are going to number from this side. And the second priority is always given that from the side where substituent is near. From this side substituent is nearer to the first carbon, so we are going to start numbering from this side. 3 4 9. Now look at the substituents. Number 4 contains, now what is the name of this substituents? Ethyl. So just simply name it 4 ethyl. And number 5th carbon is attached with the substituents, with a substituent that has a triple bond. Now it has 2 carbon, that means ethane, but it will be named as ethine because of the triple bond. And ethine, when it is reduced, when one hydrogen is removed from this, it will be named as ethanyl. Okay, so for ethyl, 5 ethanyl, and the name of the parent chain, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, non and C. On carbon number 1 there is a double bond, so 1 ene. So that was all for today. Hope you understand the lecture, and practice these questions because this is the most important topic in the chemistry. Thank you very much.